Caitriona Balfe and Tony Mcgill officially divorce, the truth is finally revealed. In August 2019, Caitriona Balfe, the star of the hit series Outlander, quietly married Irish music producer Tony Mcgill at an old church in Bruton, Somerset. The event was private, without media or paparazzi, just like the way they fell in love, quietly and quietly. To the public, they were a mysterious but lasting couple. To Hollywood, they were a symbol of privacy in a chaotic, glittering world. But no one knew, the marriage was crumbling from the wedding night. From the forgotten letters. An anonymous source, who worked as Caitriona's personal assistant from 2018 to 2022, told fantasy news site The Lighthouse Diaries. Tony never really got into Kat's world. He didn't like movies. He didn't care about Outlander. He even called Jamie Fraser Jimmy Walker, but what hurt Caitriona the most, the source said, wasn't the indifference, it was the letters she wrote to Tony, from far-flung film sets, that had never been opened. I once found a secret drawer in his office in Dublin. There were at least 37 of them, sealed. An unexpected shock. Caitriona was the first to back out. One morning, over tea, she just said, "I think I've tried enough." No tears, no anger, just a bitter admission. They agreed to separate in early 2023. But things didn't stop there. In June 2023, Daily Dream UK published a controversial article. Tony Mcgill spotted with mystery woman in Marrakesh, while still wearing wedding ring. The woman was said to be French violinist Elodie Moreau, who worked on a recording session with Tony in 2022. A photo of the couple holding hands in the Sahara Desert sent social media into a frenzy. Face to face. In August 2023, Caitriona answered an interview in a fictional podcast called Time Between the Stones. "I'm not surprised. What hurts me is not that woman, but that I was not chosen by Tony to go through his own world with him." For the first time, the strong woman of Outlander admitted, "I had hope that when the cameras turned off, when I left the time machine, there would be someone waiting for me." But no, when asked if a co-star was the one who made her heart flutter, Caitriona just laughed. "That person knows, but I never crossed the line. The rumors never stop. Since the first day Outlander aired, rumors about the relationship between Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan have never stopped." The on-screen couple had such chemistry that even the most rational viewers wondered, are they really just friends? In 2021, Sam wrote in her fictional memoir, "Kat was the only person who ever looked at me like I didn't have to act to be me." Fans immediately speculated that something was going on, or at least, that it almost happened. The middle of the night call. A week after the Tony Elodie photo went viral, Sam Heughan was spotted at a small hotel in the Highlands where Caitriona was filming a perfume commercial. A hotel source revealed, he arrived at 1 a.m. No one told him, and the next morning, they were both on the balcony at the same time, looking out at the lake. Caitriona later shared a black and white photo of the lake on Instagram, with the caption, "Some people, without saying anything, can make things right." The final divorce. On the 12th of December 2023, Caitriona Balfe filed for formal divorce at the Dublin Family Court. The reason given was an irreconcilable divergence in values and future direction. The assets were divided amicably. No disputes, no interviews. Tony Mcgill did not comment, except in a brief email to the fictional Dublin Echo. "I wish her happiness, even if not with me." One door closed, and another opened. In 2024, Caitriona took a break from Hollywood. She went to India, living in a small monastery near Ladakh. Rare photos showed her bare-faced, meditating in the mountains, reading, teaching English to local children. When she returned in June, she appeared at a UNICEF event as an ambassador. A reporter asked, "How do you feel after it all?" She replied simply, "Lighter." Sam Cat. Is it a missed destiny? In late 2024, Caitriona and Sam reunited on screen in an independent film project called Silent Paradox, about two souls who cross over centuries to find each other. Behind the scenes, a source said, the way they looked at each other, it was no longer acting. Sam was asked what made him realize Caitriona's value. When you spend 10 years looking into a pair of eyes, and it's only in the 11th year that you realize you want to keep looking. Insider's last words. In March 2025, Caitriona made her first appearance in an hour-long television interview, the fictional show The Long Pause. The host asks, "If you could say anything to Tony right now, what would you say?" Caitriona smiles, "Thanks for being the first chapter. But I'm ready to write the second." And when asked if she's in love, she's silent. A few seconds later, from the wings, Sam Heughan steps out, carrying 2 cups of Scotch tea. Caitriona turns to him and says softly, "I think I've found my reader. Love comes after everything falls away." The marriage between Caitriona Balfe and Tony Mcgill was a beautiful but short chapter. Not because of mistakes, not because of betrayal, but because, sometimes two people no longer share the same time. The truth is finally revealed. They didn't break up because of someone else, but because they wanted to give each other a chance to find someone better. And sometimes, that person is the one who has always been by your side, in every frame, every trip, and every silence.